earnings, and then, of course, the dance of democracy continues in Karnataka. Or I should say, it's finally reaching its closure now. And who better than Swaminathan Aiyar, consulting editor at ET Now, to chat about exactly this. Swami, morning. After all that midnight drama and the Supreme Court special hearing, it's finally Yediyurappa swearing in. So can we safely say that this is the end game for Karnataka election saga?
Certainly not. It's very far from clear whether Yeddi will be able to prove a majority. If he is able to prove a majority, it will almost certainly be on the basis of some terrible skullduggery, which could be challenged on various grounds. So I don't think we are near the end. Whatever happens, I do not think is going to reflect well on Modi. It is there's likely to be a series of allegations. Already Kumaraswamy has said that his MLAs are being offered 100 crore each to switch their positions. So yes, as of now, we don't know, and I would not take it for granted that Yediyurappa will remain Chief Minister.
Swami, do you think on one side it is BJP's egos and Congress desperation? That is how we should look at the current situation. Congress is desperate to retain Karnataka, and BJP has an ego that they don't want to let go of Karnataka because they've emerged as the single largest party.
No, both people are desperate. Desperation is part of politics. Whenever you see that the great prize is about to get out of your grasp, everybody gets desperate. I would simply say that it is in some ways more important for Congress than it is for the BJP. The BJP already rules so much of India that if it fails to rule in Karnataka, it will not make much difference. But for the Congress, I mean, it really does need to be somewhere in the picture. Otherwise, if it does not get back in Karnataka, it will only have Punjab with it. Again, even in Karnataka, it's not clear. Would there be a coalition or would there be a minority government of the JD supported from outside by the Congress? That may be the short-term position, but I think in the medium term, there would be likely to be a formal coalition with the Congress part of the cabinet.
Right. But to your mind, Swami, how do you think things will unfold from here? I know you've just laid out all the options. Which one is the most probable?
I am sufficiently optimistic to believe that Yediyurappa and company will fail to buy over enough MLAs to make a difference. There are some people who say one alternative is that, instead of trying to buy over people to join you, now technically speaking, you will not be able to buy enough people because 2/3 of them would have to be bought to constitute a split in the party. Some others say you will simply buy enough people to resign. And if you buy enough people to resign their seats, that can end up with the BJP being the majority party. I hope all of these attempts will fail. I hope at the end of it all, in 15 days' time, when the assembly meets, that Yediyurappa will have to admit that he has not been able to budge the current situation and that the JD and the Congress come to power. I hope that happens.
Again, in a hypothetical situation, what happens if certain JDS MLAs, they start to resign? And that, in a sense, will have a change in the aggregate count and the majority number comes down from 110, 11 to 105 or 6. What are the chances that some of the members may just decide to quit the party and abstain from voting?
I do understand that that is what is being proposed. What is being proposed is that you will buy over people to resign their MLA-ship. It can be done in various ways. I mean, if they simply refuse to take the oath, that itself would mean that they are not present in the house, which might be another tactic to say, I may have been elected, but if I'm not taken the oath, I'm not in the house when the vote of confidence takes place. I mean, various pieces of skullduggery can be tried. At the end of it all, I am hopeful that the MLAs of Karnataka in this particular case will not be bought over and that whatever the voters have decided will be honored.
Juncture, what options does the Congress have, irrespective of all the sparring that's been going on before the Supreme Court bench? Will they have to just keep hand on hand, try and protect the JDS MLAs and, more importantly, just wait for this 15-day window which the BJP has been given?
I suppose they could try a countervailing purchase themselves.
You know, the larger issue with regards to this election is what it means for the BJP's position in the centre. I mean, it's really the countdown and seen as a prelude to their pitch in the general elections of next year. Also given the fact that we have two more important state elections lined up in Rajasthan and Madhya Pradesh. How do you see BJP's position evolving from here in lieu of what comes out in Karnataka?
The BJP, I think, will have to reckon on anti-incumbency being a huge factor in politics. Siddharamaiah felt the blow of anti-incumbency, even though he was regarded as a pretty reasonably good chief minister. The BJP is the incumbent in the three central Indian states, Rajasthan, Madhya Pradesh and Chhattisgarh. And I think BJP will realize it's going to be under pressure in all those three states. The BJP is also the incumbent in New Delhi. And I am pretty sure the BJP is going to lose some seats. At this point of time, I would say the BJP will probably lose 50 to 70 seats in a general election. I mean, this is just a very, very distant prediction. We'll have to refine the thing as we come closer to the actual date. But yes, I would say the BJP would have a very tough time in central India and could lose two or all three of those states. And I would say in the general election that's coming, Modi would lose a significant number of seats, but still be back in power.
Okay, Swami, you know, we all know that markets, they tend to remain nervous ahead of elections, and especially when state elections are due before 2019. Now, what happens in Karnataka, should that be an indication of what lies ahead, or we should not mix Karnataka with other state elections and with the central election?
Karnataka has always been an outlier. Karnataka has often gone in a direction different from the rest of the country. So I would say that Karnataka is not reflective of the country as a whole. Every state would be a separate political entity with its own characteristics. I would say this much. I think that what we are seeing in the international markets is far more important than just the limited election results. The flight out of emerging markets, the problems in places like Turkey and Argentina, the rise in the price of oil, the rise in the interest rates in the United States. I think these will be far more adverse than anything that we are seeing in Indian politics.
Swami, really appreciate your time. Thank you for joining us. I know these are odd hours for you, but your view matters a lot for the viewers. So thank you once again.